and say, I want to build an AI tweet generator. So every time I give a topic, your job is to come up with one tweet. And that one tweet has to be so damn good that it will go viral on Twitter 9 out of 10 times. Use all your knowledge of being an expert social media person who has written a lot of tweets that have gone viral on Twitter. Use all that knowledge to generate a tweet on every topic that I give you. Your job, every time I give a topic, your job is to come up with a tweet for me. That is what I want you to do. And you can see this. I've entered that information where I said, I will give you a topic. Your job is to come up with a tweet. As simple as that. That's it. I click on the send button. It's like talking to a friend who's a developer, right? And that is what I'm doing right now. I just told what I want. And look at this. Great. The base is set. The name suggestion for GPT is the viral tweet maker. So it's recommending me a name. I'm like, can we make it X post viral X viral machine? Okay, let's call it the X viral machine because right now Twitter is called as X. Okay. I just recommended that name. Okay, and look at this. The moment I said it, it came up with the updates and it changed the UI and everything around it, right? And it's saying, should I generate a profile picture and all that? And I'm like, that's all okay. It did it. I can say, can I try now? Because I want to try now. And it says, absolutely. You can absolutely go ahead and try now, is what it says. And that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to give it a try, right? So I'm going to come here and I'm going to say, I'm going to give it a topic. Let's give it a topic. Let's say AI will take away many jobs. Let's see if it is able to come up with some idea. And look at that, guys. Drop in a heart if you think this is super cool. We just gave a topic and it says AI will take away many jobs, but the people who learn how to use it will take the jobs of those who don't. Incredible. Okay, let's say one more. Okay, let's see what it comes up with. Most jobs won't be lost to AI. They will be lost to people who know how to use AI better than you. Not bad. One more. AI isn't coming for your job, it's coming for your job description. The smart ones will rewrite it before anyone else does. Guys, isn't this super cool? Isn't this super cool? Drop a boom in the chat if you think this is super cool. We just built a AI tweet generator. We are giving a topic and it is able to come up with an awesome response on the same topic right away. Great. Awesome. Now, guys, here's the thing. We are going to be sharing all the prompts, all the links of the tools towards the end. So don't worry about it. We will be sharing everything with you. Now, with that being said, I'm giving a topic, I'm getting one response back, which is great. But I'm too lazy to say one more, one more, one more. So I want every time I give a topic, it should be able to come with 10 different tweets at once, not one, 10 different tweets. How do I do that? Well, I give it some more feedback. So I come to the sidebar right here and I just say, hey, the tweets are great, but can you make sure instead of coming up with one tweet at once, I want you to come up with 10 different tweets at once. Also, all my audiences are from majorly from India, and most of them are working professionals or entrepreneurs or are students aged between 20 to 50 years old. Come up with tweets that they will relate to. I want the tweets to be slightly fun, sarcastic. Every time when someone reads the tweet, they should get a smile on their face, right? And of course, right, because the audiences are from India, use cultural references, use references of cricket, use references of Bollywood, use a few Hindi words here and there, make it extremely relatable. That is what I want you to do. So guys, what did I do here? I gave it a bunch of feedback. I tried the tool. I understood what I want. And I said, I have some feedback and I gave it a bunch of feedback on the left side again. And I'm gonna click on the send button. And you know what? AI, like magic, is now updating the GPT. It's so beautiful to see this. And it's like, want to test out a topic right now? Let's do it. I come back here and let's say I'll give the same topic again. Topic AI will take away many jobs. I'm going to stick to the same topic because I want to see is the quality of the tweets improving or not, right? And there you go. I give a topic. Now it should come with 10 tweets with Bollywood and cricket and other references, slightly sarcastic and funny. Let's see what it comes up with. Everyone scared of AI will take their job. Bhai, half of the managers are still struggling to unmute on Zoom. Relax. Guys, how insane is this? AI is coming for jobs. But have you seen how many people in India still save password as 1234? We are safe for now. Isn't this absolutely wild? Drop a comment wild in the chat. You see how all of a sudden the tweets are relatable. It is using words like bhai, which is relatable to Indian audiences. It's trying to be sarcastic. Indians worrying about AI replacing them while they still hardware OTPs on notepads. Chill karo. AI is powerful, but can it convince an auto driver to turn on the meter? Exactly. How insane is this? How insane is this? Okay. Now somebody is like, can you please use Tamil words also? Now, guys, the idea here is for you to learn. Okay. So learn. You can obviously, when you create your own app, you can use whatever language you like, right? You can add Telugu, you can add Tamil, you can add Spanish, whatever language you want, you can add it, right? But I wanted to teach you how it goes about it. Now, obviously, guys, we are seeing a few people spamming the chat. You don't need to drop messages multiple times. If you spam the chat again, I don't want my team, which is very, very strict, to take you out of the call. Don't do that. Enjoy the session. Be nice and kind to everyone. That's my request. Okay. Now, you learned how to come up with 10 different tweets. Now, as I'm reading these tweets, I'm realizing one more thing. I'm a lazy person. Because AI has made it easy to come up with 10 different tweets doesn't mean that I am going to read all the 10 tweets. So I'm going to want AI to do a little more work. What is that AI I want? What is that work that I want AI to do? I want AI to read the tweets, come up with 10 tweets, and then read all of them, rate its own work from a scale of 1 to 10, and also tell me why it thinks it will go viral, and give me the whole output in form of a table arranged in a way that the most viral tweet according to AI should be in the top. So that I don't have to go through all the 20 tweets, but I'm making AI work. I can read the top 2-3 tweets and post them if I want to. That is the whole power of AI. So I'm gonna give it a prompt and you will see how it changes. Okay. Hey, this is awesome. The tweets are absolutely great. Now I want you to work a little more for me. First, I want you to come up with 10 tweets like you're coming right now. After you come with 10 different tweets, I want you to go through each one of the tweet yourself and rate each one of the tweet on the potential of going viral from a scale of 1 to 10. If you think the tweet will go viral, for sure, give it a score of 10. If you think the chance of it going viral is low, you can give it a 1. You give the rating from a scale of 1 to 10 on the potential of it to go viral. And also give me a one-line explanation on why you think each of the tweet will go viral. And you know what? Give me the whole output in form of a table and ordered in a way that the most potentially viral tweet is right in the top. This is what I want you to do. So that's easier for me to pick the winner. So guys, are you able to learn something here? It is all about testing, understanding what you want, giving it feedback. Testing, understanding what you want, giving it feedback. And look at that. It says perfect. X viral machine now leveled up. Okay, let's give it a topic again. I'll give the same topic. AI will take away many jobs. Click on the send. And here comes the 20 tweets, guys. MB in the chat if you think this is mind blowing. MB in the chat if you think this is mind blowing. It came up with a tweet. It rated it from a score of 1 to 10 and also gave a reason. Look at this. AI jobs ले जाएगा, but Indians will still ask, boss, चाय कौन बनाएगा? Technology आगे बढ़ रहा है, but office की चाय की dependency immortal है. It has given a bunch of Hindi. Now, of course, right, you can change it. You can change it to make it in a way that you want it to as well. Right? But you get the idea. But you get the idea. Right? Awesome. Clear about this? Okay, great. Now that, guys, I'm not going to be taking any questions. I'm not going to be taking any questions right now. I will make sure every single question of yours is answered. But you have to have patience. If you don't have patience, can't do much about it because there are so many people here who are here to learn. If I start taking questions one at a time, the session will go on for 100 hours. So focus on learning right now. I will take all your questions. I mean, I will make sure all your questions are answered. Okay? Now that we have built this app, I like it quite a lot. If you want to make it even better, you can make that even better as well. Because I like what we have done so far, I can simply click on the create button and start saving it. Now it gives me three options, okay? Option number one is only me. Option number two is anyone with the link so that I can share this link with anyone and they can use it. Option number three is GPT store. GPT store in the sense anyone in the world can use it. I don't want anyone in the world to use it. I'll just say only me and I'll click on save button. Now, as this is saving, I want to tell you all the people who have just joined right now, because I see about 1,000 more people have joined after I started. Don't worry about it if you missed out on it, because I'm going to repeat the same thing with a different example right now. Okay, so don't worry about it. Awesome. Now, guys, you can see this. We have the X viral machine ready, and I can come up with a topic right now. It is saved. Let's say Elon Musk is an alien. Let us see what it comes up with, and boom, here comes the 10 tweets. Drop in a heart if you think this is great. We just give a topic, AI comes up with a tweet, rates it from a scale of 1 to 10, and also gives a reason. Elon Musk is definitely an alien. Only a non-human can look at traffic, shrug and say, chal, tunnel bana dete hain. I don't know how many of you know about the tunnel company, but yeah, the Hyperloop, essentially, that is what he's talking about. But these are great, great tweets. So what did we do so far? Let me quickly remind all of you guys what we did so far. So we ended up learning how to build an app using ChatGPT. How did we do that? We came to this extended button, clicked on where there is GPTs, we clicked on explore, and we clicked on this button create. And once we clicked on this button create, on the left side, we just told what we want AI to build. And on the right side, AI ended up building that app, because of which how we ended up landing on the X viral machine. All the new people who have joined right now, you guys have not missed out on anything. Have patience. I will explain this with a very different example very, very soon in the next 5 minutes. But before I get there with a different example, and I'll teach you an advanced way to build this as well, I wanted to tell something to all of you guys. We learned how to build this app, which is great, right? But I want all of you guys to have the ability to build even more advanced apps than this. We just built a viral tweet generator where we gave a topic and was able to generate a tweet. But what I want all of you guys to learn as well is the ability to build advanced apps like this. For you to build advanced apps like this, you need to know how things work in the backend. And that is what I want to quickly show you. If you go to this configure button right here, right, what you see is the backend of this tool. You can see this X viral machine. X viral machine is right here. I can call it 2.0 and it gets added nicely right here. Description, creates, rates, ranks 10 witty tweets, relatable viral tweets. Let's say I want to say by Vaibhav Sisinti, I get just added here and it's added right here. Simple. Now this is what it is. And of course I can upload a profile picture as well. I can click on upload photo and I can upload a picture as a logo as well if I want to, right? I can do all that good stuff. Now, what I want to do, of course, I can show you very quickly as well. Let's say I want this to be the viral profile photo. For whatever reason, I can just upload whatever photo I had and through an error also right now. I don't know why, but you get the idea, right? You get the idea. You can just upload a picture as well here. Now, what I want you guys to focus on is something that is very, very important. And you know what that is? That is the instructions. When I expand on this, right, you see the heart and soul of the app. What do I mean by that? What do I mean by heart and soul of the app? Instructions is the reason why the app is working the way it is. You see, everything that I've told AI in form of chat, do this, do that. This is how I want the outputs to be. This is how I want the outputs to be. AI understood everything and it converted that into this prompt. Am I making sense? Everything that we told AI, every feedback that we gave AI here, I want the tweet to be, look at this. Sarcastic, funny, fully relatable to Indian culture reference like Bollywood, chai, jugaad, use English naturally. It understood everything that we said and it converted that into this prompt. And because of this prompt, the tool is working the way it is. Now, you understood this prompt is the heart and soul of this tool, right? If you want to build advanced apps, let's say I want to build a very advanced app, what do I do? If I can write my own prompt and I can paste it here, then all of a sudden I have an ability to build an advanced app. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? If I'm able to write my own prompt here, I will have the ability to build an advanced app using this. And that is what I want to teach you. Now, before I teach you an advanced app, I want to show you how an advanced app looks like. Okay, what we're going to do is I'm going to go back here and I'm going to show you a secret of mine. And the secret is this, guys. This is my post writer. What is a post writer? This is a tool using which I write all my LinkedIn content that not many people know about. Every single piece of content that I've written on my LinkedIn comes from this tool. This is a post writer which writes LinkedIn content for me. And you know what is the crazy part about this? The crazy part about this is that it can write exactly like me. It has the ability to write exactly like me. And this is my LinkedIn. I have 5 lakh followers on my LinkedIn. And when I say, look at this, 50,000 views. Look at this content piece, 62,000 views. Look at this one, 40,000 views. These are all images. Let me show you some written. 220,000 views, 81,000 views, 58,000 views. How am I getting a lot of views? 154,000 views. And every single line of this LinkedIn post is written completely using AI. Every single line. Now, if you think about it, when you see someone else's content which is written by AI, you can smell AI because it stinks AI. You know, as you read the post, it is written by AI. But in my post, you can't even tell the difference. In fact, forget about you. Look at this. It has 3 lakh views, literally 3 lakh views, and the whole post is written using AI. The reason why you can't even tell it is written using AI is because this post generator that I've created is an advanced app which doesn't only write viral content, but writes exactly like me. It replicates my style of writing. That is why it is an advanced app. Do you want to learn how I built this app, which gets me literally millions of views on LinkedIn? And in this process, you can actually end up learning how to build an advanced app as well and write an advanced prompt as well. Drop a boom in the chat. Drop a boom in the chat if you guys want to learn. This is my trade secrets that I'm sharing with you guys because that is what the Outskill team requested, and I'm doing that for all of you people. Okay. This is a process, guys, that you're going to learn right now that you can't even find on the internet. No matter how much money you pay, you can't find it because this is my process. And I'm going to give it to you today for free. The next 15 to 20 minutes is a very, very important part of this session. Actually, the next 30 minutes is a very, very important part of the session. So be extremely focused. Even if you just joined, even if you missed everything so far, don't worry about it. I'm going to go from ground up and you're going to learn everything from ground up. What we're going to learn is we're going to learn how to build an advanced app inside of ChatGPT. And the way we do that is by writing a great prompt first. And we have to write our own prompt. We cannot rely on ChatGPT for this. Now, let me quickly show you a sneak peek of the back end of this. Okay. You will get a sense. If I go to configure, guys, look at this prompt. Look at how long this prompt is. This is a prompt that I have written myself. That is exactly why it is an advanced GPT. I keep scrolling, it keeps coming. And not just that, there are some crazy things like role. And there are these hashtags and stars and objective hashtags and stars and all this good stuff. You need to learn how to write a prompt like this for you to be able to build an advanced GPT. And that is what I'm going to teach you. Now you'll be like, Vaibhav, this looks so complex. I don't think I can do it. Don't worry. I'm here. I'm going to teach you. All I need is your 100% focus. That's it. This is very simple, and I can promise that every single one of you can write a prompt like this. Just give me 100% focus in the next 30 minutes. If your TV is on there, turn it off. If you're on a phone lying on the sofa like this, get up, put on the phone, put your focus mind on. Trust me when I say this, this will change the way you work forever with AI. Okay? Now, for you to be able to write a prompt like this, now, all the people are laughing when I say if you're lying on the bed watching like this, get up, as if I can see you. Yes, I can see you. I can see you. You are doing all of that, and that's what I want you guys to stop. Okay, let's come back. Now, I told you, you need to learn how to write an advanced prompt like this to be able to build an advanced GPT, correct? How do you go about writing a prompt like this? Well, for that, you need to learn a new prompting structure, and that is called as Markdown prompting. Take a screenshot of this, guys. Take a screenshot of this. It's called as Markdown prompting. Now, it is a new structure of prompt. If you end up writing a prompt in the structure, right, the quality of AI apps that you can build goes up 10x powerful. And that is why this is a very, very important prompting framework that you need to learn, which 99.9% of the people have no idea about. I'm not kidding. They have no idea about how to write a prompt like this. And you are going to learn how to do that today. Now, I'm sure you guys learned about the magic prompt formula, right? Magic prompt formula was part of the last session. We take the magic prompt formula to the next level here by upgrading it into a markdown prompting. Now, for people who forgot or you who didn't attend the magic prompt formula as well, don't worry because I'm going to explain the whole prompt right now. Guys, before I start teaching you this prompt, I want to give you a background. When it comes to writing a prompt, okay, especially while you're building apps, you know, prompt is the heart and soul of this. Prompt is the way you communicate with AI, correct? When you are writing a prompt, the way you have to imagine is you have to treat AI like a smartest person in the world. Let's say you have hired the smartest person in the world to work for you, but you can meet that person only once. You have hired the smartest person who's ranked number one, IIT Bombay, extremely smart. But for you to talk to him, you have hired him, but for you to get him to do the work, you can only meet him once in your life. How do you make sure you tell him everything or her, everything about the job that this person is going to do? This person is the smartest person in the world, but you get to meet him or her only once. Your job is to explain this person, his or her job, in the best way possible. That is exactly how I treat an AI when it comes to writing a prompt. I go as detailed as possible on how I want this person to work for me. And that is how I write my prompt. And the more extensive the prompt is, the better the outputs from AI. Are you able to understand the analogy? When you're coming up with a prompt, when you're writing a prompt, you have to think like you're speaking to the smartest person in the world who's going to work with you for life, but you get to talk to that person only once. If you don't do a good job explaining this person the job that the person is going to do, it cannot do a great job. That is what we will do here. Now, that is why Markdown prompting is such an important prompting framework. The first thing in Markdown prompting here is called as role. In this, I explain AI, I tell AI what I want AI to become. Let's say I'm writing a prompt to take care of my customer success. The job of this AI agent that I'm building is to take care of my customer success. So how do I go about it? First, I write role. Role is where I tell AI what I want it to do. So in this case, right, I have to tell AI something like this. You are an expert customer success executive who has more than 15 years of experience working for companies like Uber, Google, Netflix, etc. You are an expert at it, and your job is to take care of customer success. That is your role. So you're telling AI what you want it to behave like. That is what role is. Next comes objective. In objective, you basically tell AI what you want it to do. You explain the task to AI saying that, hey, your job is to respond to emails of customers who are writing to hi@outskill.com. That is the objective. You're basically specifying the task to AI in the objective so that the AI knows what it is supposed to do. Now, the third part of this is very, very important. It is something called as context. Now, what is context? Context is where you explain AI how you want it to behave and why what it is doing is very, very important. You have to treat an AI like an employee, like I told you. You have to treat it. You have to treat the AI in a way that it understands what it is doing and why it is important. Okay. So in context, I explain AI something like this, where I tell AI, look, what you're doing is a very, very important job. You're doing a very important job because your job is not just to reply to emails. Your job is to solve problems of my learners. You see, millions of people attend our outskill programs every single month. And every time they have a problem, they write to hi@outskill.com and you are the owner of that email. If you respond to those emails with highest empathy, solving their problems, they will attend our sessions. They will have a great experience. And when they will have a great experience, they will go and talk about this program to their friends. And when they do that, Outskill as a business will grow faster. So your job is not just to reply to emails. If you do your job right, Outskill as a business will grow much faster. So you are doing a growth role. Your job has a direct correlation to the growth of the company. So please do your job in the right way. That is the context. Guys, don't you think if we tell someone why what they're doing is important, they can do their job much better? Yes. If we explain why what they're doing is important, they can do their job in a much better way. That is what we do in context. So we are telling AI the importance of the job. As a result, AI can do their job much, much better. Yes? Awesome. Now, moving on, next comes instructions. What are instructions? Instructions is very simply specify. Step 1, open the email. Step 2, read the email. Step 3, understand the email. Step 4, respond to the email. Blah, blah, blah. All of that. That is instructions. And finally comes notes. Notes is nothing but, let's say you wanted to say something, saying that, hey, be to the point. Some instruction you want to give that you could not place it in role, objective, context, or instructions, you can put them in notes. That is where notes come into the picture. If you're not able to put something in role, objective, context, and instructions, you use this notes as a bucket for that. Okay. This is how the whole thing works, guys. This is how the whole thing works right now. Okay. You understood how this prompting works? What is role? What is objective? Clear in the chat if this is clear, guys. What is role? What is objective? What is context? What is instructions? And what is notes? Are we clear? Drop a comment clear in the chat. Funny, there are people who are sharing their links. Can you please kick them out of the call?
Yes, Vaibhav.
Yeah. People, if they're not serious, I think we should have them out of the call. Awesome. Now, a few people are like, sir, can you please repeat? Can you please tell me what it is? Right? Let me explain in a simple way. Okay. Don't worry about it. If you could not understand this, as we do an example, you will get an understanding in a much better way. Okay. If you could not understand this clearly even till now, don't worry about it. As I do an example, you will be able to understand it. Okay. Now that I told you all this role, objective, context, instructions, and notes and every good thing around it, what are these hashtags? What the hell are these stars? What is happening with this? Why does it look so complicated? So let me explain you this simply. Okay. Let's say we are in this prompt. Let us say that, I think simplifying complexity and triggering dopamine gaps and all this is a very, very important part of it. And I want to tell AI to focus on these words. How do I do that? If AI was a human, I could have just increased the font of the text. I could have bolded it. Now, let me give you a simpler example, right? Let's say on this slide, when you saw this slide for the first time, is it fair to assume that you read this line first or markdown prompting first. And the reason why you automatically read markdown prompting or special prompting structure custom GPTs first as I open this slide is purely because the size of the font is large and your brain is tuned for you to understand that if something has a large font, that has to be important. That is why the font size is large. Or, when you were writing exams, you would bold out text. A lot of times you would bold the text. Why were you bolding the text? Because you wanted your teacher to know that's an important word and you wanted the attention of the teacher for that word so that you can get high score, correct? But if I want to do the same thing with AI, I'm on this prompt. Let's say I want to make sure AI remembers this word English. I want to make it bold. How do I do that? There is no way. I cannot increase the font of this. I cannot do anything. But AI has a coded way to talk to it. Let's say I want this word to be bolded, English to be bolded. I just put this word between two stars. When I put a word between two stars, AI automatically imagines that word to be in bold. Understood? If I put a word between two stars, any word that is inside of it, AI imagines that word to be in bold. In the same cases, there are a lot of words that have been put between two stars or two asterisks. So AI automatically imagines that word to be in bold. Now you'll be like, Vaibhav, understood about this bold. What is hashtag? This is not Twitter hashtags. Well, hashtag has different significance. When I put one hashtag and write anything next to it, AI imagines that word that is written after the hashtag as a headline one. Big headline with big font. AI imagines that to be a headline. When I put two hashtags like this and write a line of text next to it, AI imagines that to be headline 2, which is still a headline, but smaller than headline 1. So this is our way to tell AI what is important, what is a title, what is an important word, and everything around it so that AI understands the significance of everything. Now let me show you the screenshot and you will get a sense of it. Guys, did you understand this? When I put one hashtag and write anything next to it, AI imagines that to be headline 1. Look at the size of the font. AI imagines it to be. When I put two hashtags and write anything, it is still a headline, but smaller than headline 1. When I put three hashtags, it is still a headline, but smaller than H1 and H2. So these are three font sizes that we have. One hashtag will be the biggest, two hashtags is the second biggest, three hashtags is the third biggest. And when we put a word between two asterisks, AI imagines that to be in bold. Clear? Clear, everyone? Can I get a thumbs up if you guys are clear about it? Yes? Okay, perfect. Now, this is what the markdown prompting is. If you think this is powerful, drop a MB in the chat or mind blown in the chat so that I know that you understood the power of this prompt structure. Yes, incredible. I'm loving the energy in the chat. Now, you know what? For all the people who could not understand this whole way, don't worry about it. Now we're going to write an example. We're going to write a prompt like this and you will get full clarity. Okay. Now you'll be like, Vaibhav, how do we get full clarity? Please tell me. I'm going to tell you this. Now we're going to write or build our first advanced GPT right now. And the first advanced GPT that we're going to build is going to be this. We're going to build, I'm going to rebuild the post writer, which replicates the style of my writing. And I'll tell you why I picked this example. The reason why I picked this example is because if you can get AI to build an app like this, if you can build an app like this, it is not an intermediate app build. It's actually an advanced app, very advanced app. So this example will work really well because you will not only learn how to write a prompt, but you'll also learn how to think with AI. You'll not only learn how to write a markdown prompt, you'll not only learn how to write an advanced prompt, which is 2-3 pages long, but you'll also learn how to think with AI. This will change the way you think because it's such an advanced bot. So I'm going to teach you your first AI workflow. And if you guys were thinking that I'm going to write all of this prompt all by myself manually, no. I'm going to get AI to write this prompt for me. And that is the process I'm going to teach you today. And this process will blow your mind. I'm going to teach you how you can get AI to write advanced prompts like this, which will allow you to build an advanced GPT. And yes, we will get AI to write it in Markdown prompting. That is what we will do. We will get AI to write in Markdown prompting. Let us get right inside of it. Give me just a second. I will basically have to make a small change so that you guys don't get confused. So I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, now it is done. And I'll tell you what is the change that I made on a ChatGPT setting, just so that I can teach you well. Okay, so I just made that change right now, and we're back. Okay, I told you that we are gonna get AI to build this app for us. I'm going to get AI to write an advanced prompt like this so that we can build an app which is going to be a post writer, which can write LinkedIn posts exactly in your own style. So let's start writing the prompt. Now, how do I go about writing the prompt? What is the task that we have? We have to build, focus on me. Okay, focus on me for the next 5 minutes. I'm going to stop sharing the screen. Focus on me. What do we have to build? We have to build an app which can write LinkedIn content like you. Or in this case, it should be able to write viral LinkedIn content like me. Now, if it has to write viral LinkedIn content like me, it needs to know how I write. If it doesn't know how I write, how will it write content like me? Does it know how I write? No, it doesn't know how I write. So, how do I tell? If I tell it how I write, it can probably mimic the style. Now I'm trying to think, how do I tell AI how I write? Because when you try thinking about this, right? If you have to explain any human being how you write, it is very, very hard. Forget about AI. So you can say things like, oh, I write in simple English. Oh, I write like this. Oh, I write like I talk. But that's all I can say. I can't really express myself in the best possible way for AI to understand how I write. It's very, very hard. So, what can I do? This is what I'm thinking with AI. This is what I want you to learn. You have to problem solve with AI. You have to think with AI. The problem statement that we have is first, we need to tell AI how I write so that AI can mimic my style of writing. What if, because I'm not able to tell AI how I write, what if I ask AI to tell me how I write? Because AI is this super smart thing, right? What if I give a bunch of content that I've written in the past? I will give it to AI and I'll tell you, oh, you are very smart, right? Go through this content and you tell me how I write. And then I can take that report, the AI report that will tell that, oh, Vaibhav, this is how you write. I take that report and give it back to ChatGPT and say, this is how I write. Build a LinkedIn tool which can write like me. Are you able to make sense? MS in the chat if you're able to make sense of what I'm trying to say. The step one is that we're going to give a bunch of content that I've written in the past, and I'm going to ask AI, you tell me how I write. It's going to give me a report because AI is very smart. And I'm going to take that report and give it back to AI, and I'm going to say, this is how I write. Now, write like me. Guys, this is a process of thinking with AI and problem solving with AI. And let me teach you how I do that. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Quick thumbs up if you guys can see my screen. Quick thumbs up if you guys can see my screen. Yes, okay, perfect. I can see a bunch of thumbs up, so I can know that you can see the screen. Now, first step is to get AI to write like me. So what do? I come here on ChatGPT and I write a prompt like this. You are an expert when it comes to analyzing large chunks of content. You can analyze large chunks of content and find patterns in it, understand how that other person is writing, and have the ability to give out an extensive content DNA report. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 10 of the LinkedIn posts that I have personally written in the past that have gone viral on LinkedIn. Your job is to go through all those LinkedIn posts of mine and understand how I write. Look at how I write my hook, how I write my body, how I write my call to action, how do I structure my content, what are the kind of words that I use, what is the length of sentences, how do I format my content, and literally everything that you can find out about how I write and why my content goes viral on LinkedIn. I want you to go so deep that you tell me things about my writing even I don't know about. I want you to go full PhD into this. Use all the tricks of the trade that you have. Go as deep as possible to give me a super extensive content DNA report of mine so that I can understand how I write my content and why my content goes viral on LinkedIn. This is the report I want you to give me. Did you understand? Please explain me what you understood. Guys, did you understand what I did? After I gave the full context, right? I ended the prompt with this question. Did you understand? Please explain me what you understood. Because usually the way I operate is that I always ask AI, please explain me what you understood. Because if I do that, right, I know that if AI and I are on the same page, because sometimes you want to say something, you end up saying something else, and AI understands something else. So I want to know if AI is on the same page. So I use this hack. I always ask, did you understand? Please explain me what you understood. And this helps me to get better outputs. One more little hack. Now, got it, crystal clear. Here's what I understood and what I will do once you share those 10 posts. What you'll be giving me, you'll share 10 LinkedIn posts that you wrote yourself, already performed very well on LinkedIn, present your true style. What you want me to do, reverse engineer your style of writing, decode your structure, study your language and tone, format and readability patterns, blah, 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 all of that. And what I will give you back, once I go through all the posts, I will give you the content DNA report. Perfect. Looks great, and it says if this matches what is in your mind, you can drop 10 LinkedIn posts in the next post and I will start dissecting them in the content style from there. Guys, understood what I did? Are you able to understand the power of this? This is basically called as ask before answering. You always ask AI what it understood before it answers so that both of us are on the same page. That's what I did. Now it's like it understood very clearly and I'm going to be like, perfect. Here are my 10 viral LinkedIn posts that I have written. Now, obviously, to save time, I've already done this before. So I'm going to just paste the 10 LinkedIn posts that I've written in the past, and I'm going to click on the send button. Okay, I just pasted because I copied the 10 LinkedIn posts that I'd written in the past. And look at this. AI has got to work right now. It is right now thinking, and you can see this. It is thinking at this point of time. It is basically understanding what it should do, how it should do, and look at this. Guys, look at this. The big picture, what your content is doing, role, angle, emotion, make, reader promise, the hook DNA that you grab attention. Drop a boom in the chat if you think this is insane. Hook DNA, how I write my hook, examples, traits, and multiple patterns. I have multiple patterns of hooks, and it's breaking the whole thing down. Structural DNA, how your posts are built, and it's breaking down the whole structure. Language DNA, how I sound. It's breaking down the whole thing. It's talking about the vocabulary. It's talking about the devices that I rely. It's talking about my formatting DNA. Topic DNA, the kind of topics that I write as well. Guys, how insane is this? How you write like you, how to write like you. It's literally saying how to write like you, which is a complete picture of all of things. Templates generated from your own posts and multiple templates giving me as well. Guys, isn't this just wild? Do you think it is humanly possible to replicate this style of writing at this level of report of your own content? Do you think you can write a report like this about your own content all by yourself? If you ask me, there is no freaking way. There is no freaking way I can get to this point that I can write a report like this about my own style of writing. It's not even possible. I don't think any human can do it, quite frankly. But we are able to get this right. We got this super extensive report. Now, few people are like, Vaibhav, your screen is blurred. Just asking you a question. There are so many people on the call. If it is working for everyone, if it's not working for you, it's probably your internet, no? Can't do much, guys. So focus on the learning. Even if my internet is bad, even if my screen is blurred right now, I can't change it. Listen to me, understand the context here. That's it. Can't do much about it. So let's focus. Don't focus on those detractors. Focus on things that you're learning. Okay. Now that you've got this super extensive report, what do? I need to convert this report into a prompt. So what am I going to do? I'm going to just copy this super extensive report of my style of writing. Copy this. Okay. Come to a new ChatGPT window. I'm going to act as if I wrote the whole thing, and I'm going to put a prompt right now because I need to convert that report into a prompt right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say something like this. You are an expert prompt engineer who has worked for the OpenAI team to write a lot of system prompts. Your job is to write a super extensive system prompt, which has the ability where every time I give a topic to it, it should be able to come up with a viral LinkedIn post on using my own style of writing. Now, for you to understand my style of writing, I'm going to give you a content DNA report, which has extensive coverage of how I write and everything around it, the kind of words I use, why my content goes viral. Use the full report and understand how I write, understand all my learnings, and translate that into a super extensive system prompt so that every time I give you a topic, using that prompt inside of custom GPTs, you should be able to give me a viral LinkedIn post, which is written in a way that it replicates my style of writing. That is the prompt that I want you to write. Did you understand? If you understood, tell me what you understood. So there you go. I'm basically asking AI to write a prompt right now. And I said, I will give you this report. You have to convert that into a prompt. Clicking on the send button, and look at this. Here is what I understood. One single extremely detailed prompt that can plug into custom GPT. It understood it needs to replicate my writing style using the content DNA. Very detailed. Okay. Looks like it understood. And it says, whenever you're ready, share your full content DNA report. So now I have this full content DNA report. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to come here and I'm going to say, here is the content DNA report of mine. And I'm just gonna paste it. That's it. That is it, guys. And it's right now thinking because it's gonna be crafting a prompt and it's gonna use the whole content DNA report, which understands how I write, uses its brain of writing a great prompt because I said you are an expert prompt engineer, and here it comes. Drop a boom in the chat. Look at the prompt, your role and goal, inputs you expect from the user, the big picture of content, high level structure for every prompt, hook DNA, body structure in detail, and still writing the prompt. How advanced is this? So it's literally converted the content DNA report into the super duper extensive prompt. But guys, can you tell me what is missing in this prompt? Can you tell me what is missing in this prompt? What is missing in the prompt, guys? Yes, the hashtags and stars. That is what is missing in the prompt. The hashtags and stars are missing. The markdown structure is missing. Obviously, it is missing. So how do we get it right? You saw a great prompt that has come out, right? This is super duper extensive. My God, how extensive this prompt is. But it is not in the format that we wanted because we wanted our prompt to be in the markdown structure because that is the style that works the best. So what do? I just copied this prompting structure here. I will share all this with you in a document. Don't worry about it. Towards the end of tomorrow, you'll get all of this with you. I just copy this prompt structure, come here, and I will just share something. I just write a prompt like this. Can you please rewrite the whole prompt without missing anything in the markdown prompting style like below? And I just paste the prompting structure. I just copied it here. copied this part and I just pasted it here. And here's the nuance that you need to know. Remember this line that I'm going to share with you. Make sure you give me the output in a code editor or code block. You always ask the output of the prompt. Remember this word, code editor or code block. This way, you'll get the whole prompt inside of a box where you can click on one button and copy it. Okay, you will see what a code editor or code block is. So always ask the output of a prompt in a code editor or a code block. I click on the send button. Look at that. It's thinking right now because it's thinking if it is doing on the same line, correct on the line or not. It's going to use, guys, drop in a heart if you think this is crazy. Look at this role. This is the code editor, guys. This is the box that we got it. This is the code editor. We have the role. We have the objective. We have the context. My goodness, how beautiful is this? We have the instructions. All the instructions are right here. Look at how detailed this prompt is. And we got the whole prompt being written in the markdown prompting style. And the whole prompt is now done. I mean, it's still writing actually. If you see this, it is still writing the prompt because you can see this, it's still on the load bar, but you get the point. How crazy is this? How crazy is this that we just got AI to write the whole prompt for us? Guys, did you understand what this is? If you think this is powerful, drop a comment, mind blown in the chat. For whatever reason, it is stuck right now. So I can simply click on this button. Sorry. And I'm just going to do a rethink, try again because it got stopped for a while. But it happens all the time. 5.1 is a new model. It is still very early. So it could be a little buggy. But I just said, restart this and it's going to execute the whole thing again just in a while. Yes. Awesome, 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 awesome. So I'm going to quickly, as it is writing the prompt, I'm going to quickly explain you what we did, okay? For people who did not understand, okay? What we did is, first, what we did was, because we wanted AI to write a prompt which can write viral LinkedIn posts exactly in our own styles, what I asked AI to analyze my content and tell me how I write, because I didn't know how to tell AI how I write. So when I asked it, AI said, okay, can you send me 10 of your LinkedIn posts? And what I did, I gave AI 10 of the LinkedIn posts that I've written in the past here. Look at this. Here are the 10 LinkedIn posts, and I gave AI 10 of the LinkedIn posts that I've written in the past. And what did AI do? It understood how I've written this LinkedIn post, and it gave me this detailed breakdown of how I write my LinkedIn content. Now I took this report and I gave it to AI, and I literally told AI, can you convert this into a prompt? And you know what? AI converted that into a prompt, but it was not in the markdown style. As a result, I asked AI, can you rewrite the prompt in the markdown formatting and give the output in a code editor or a code block? And you know what? AI ended up writing the whole prompt. Look at that. There are multiple instructions and AI ended up writing the whole prompt for me. Clear? Clear? Now we're going to do one more example as well. So don't worry about it. But I hope you understood the power of this. Now I can simply copy this by clicking on this button, right? I can go to ChatGPT right now. Now that I have the prompt and I've copied it by clicking on this button because we asked the output to be in a code editor or a code block. I copied the code. I come to ChatGPT, click on this expand button, go to explore. Now I need to create a new GPT, right? I click on this plus create button. And this time I'm not going to use this because I'm an advanced user. I jump to configure directly. And you see this instructions box. I'm going to just paste the prompt right here. And there you go, guys. We have our super advanced prompt in markdown style ready to be used. There you go. The whole prompt is ready. Now that it's ready, I can start using it. Okay. So I can give a topic right here. Of course, I can call it whatever I want. I can give a description and all that, but I don't need to do all of that to see if it's working or not. I can say topic. Let's say the topic that I want to create a content on is, let's say Google will win the AI race. That's the topic I want to create content on. Okay. Google will win the AI race. That is the topic I want to create content on. I just wrote the topic and I click on the send button. Let's see the LinkedIn post it comes up with. Google versus everyone is heating up. And this time, Google might actually win the race. Beautiful first two lines. Yes, the same Google that looks slow, confused, and reactive in 2023 is suddenly moving like a hungry startup again. Bard got replaced, Gemini went mainstream, search is evolving fast, and Android is deploying deeply wired with AI. Here is why it's huge. And look at the whole breakdown of the post and ends up asking a question. Do you think will this put off or someone else will still outrun them? Guys, how crazy is this? We got the whole LinkedIn post written in my own style because this is my style of writing. I break it down like headlines. I usually break down the points like this. I end up asking a question towards the end, and it replicated my style of writing. That is the power of this prompt. Now I can do it even better. You know, when I use it, right, I usually use this trick. Once it gives me a LinkedIn post, right, I'm going to say, hey, you did not follow all the instructions that I've given to you. Make sure you follow all the instructions that I've given to you. And also, I don't want the LinkedIn post to be in pointers like this. I want it to flow like a story without the pointers. I can give it any feedback I want. And I click on the send button. And you know what? This will follow all the instructions again. And this time I said, I don't want it to be like a pointer. I want it to flow like a story. As a result, look at that. It has started to write like a story right now, but using my own style of writing. If you think this is insane, drop a comment insane in the chat. This is easily a 8 out of 10 for me. This is easily a 8 out of 10 for me. This is literally 2 to 3 hours of work done by AI in like 2 minutes because we build a bot which can write LinkedIn content in our own style. Insane, right? Now, we got this right. This is working incredibly well. Now I told you one promise. And the promise that I told you is that ChatGPT is paid. I promised you that I will teach you how to do this for free as well, didn't I? That is what I'm going to teach you. Now, for you to use the free tool, you have to go to Google, right? And the free tool for you to build apps like this for free without even having the paid ChatGPT account is go to gemini.google.com, which is the Google Gemini tool, right? And inside of Gemini, you can click on the sidebar and there is something called as gems. Gems is like custom GPTs. So I can simply click on explore gems. And this is like a custom GPT, guys. Whatever we did on ChatGPT, it's the equivalent of ChatGPT inside of Gemini. I can quickly create a new gem, and here is where we land. Now, there's a reason why I didn't teach you Gemini gems first. Because in Gemini gems, it cannot write its own prompt. You need to write your prompt. And I thought, before I teach you a free tool, I want to teach you the hard part, which is writing the prompt. Now that I've taught you how to write the prompt, and you've written the prompt, we have the prompt right here. I can simply copy this prompt, come here, and I can paste the prompt. And you know what? Gemini Gems is actually better than custom GPT. It's just that you have to write your own prompt. And now that you learned how to write your own prompt, you can use Gemini Gem for free for life. Account this. Okay. Now I can call this or I can call this the post generator. I can call this whatever I want to. I can say generates LinkedIn content in WebHub Sucinthi style. And I click on the save button. That's it. We have the post generator created, literally created. I could use the fast model and I could give the same topic actually. Let's give out the same topic that we gave to Gemini as well and see who does a better job at the LinkedIn post. Okay. Let us see who does a better job. Google is playing a long game to kill OpenAI. Oh my goodness, what a first line. You see the headlines, ChatGPT hit 100 million users in 5 days. Everyone is talking about shiny new toy from Underdog. But here's the scary truth nobody is telling you. Google owns the road, the car, and the entire map. This is not a fair fight, and the AI race is a marathon that Google is secretly poised to win. My goodness. My freaking goodness. Guys, just the first 5 lines as I read it. I mean, I'm going to ask you this question. Which one do you think has a better post right away? Gemini or ChatGPT? Gemini or ChatGPT? Which one do you like more? I know Gemini just aced it. That's why I told you I really like Gemini when it comes to using Gemini gems. And the best part, it is free as well. This is easily a 9.5 out of 10. Now I can make it even better. I obviously gave it a bunch of feedback, right? I could just copy this and I can paste the same thing here as well, where I said, hey, you didn't follow the instructions, make it better, blah, 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 and everything. And look at this. It can redo the whole post in a better way as well. Somebody is like Junaid is like Gemini is taking it personally. Yeah, it is, but it is doing an incredibly good job. So, folks, that is what I wanted to teach you very quickly. We learned how to build a GPT first using by building a viral tweet machine, and then I taught you how to write a markdown prompt. You learned how to write a markdown prompt, and we got AI to write the prompt, and we dumped that prompt inside of ChatGPT to get incredible outputs. But ChatGPT was paid, so we took it to Gemini, created a Gemini gem, and here it is. We built a free app which can write LinkedIn content. Every time you simply give a